Hi, everyone. Welcome to our remote health and fitness coaching webinar to where you get to learn more about what the service is. You have an opportunity to ask me questions about anything that you would like to know regarding the Piedmont Fitness Center, especially with our incentives that we're rolling out for you with remote coaching, using Volt, using Move, and so on and so forth. So, anytime, feel free to drop your questions here in the chat, or you're more than welcome to wait towards the end and you can unmute and ask any questions that you have. But just to go ahead and get started, hello, my name is Heather Henderson, and I am the manager of virtual programming. Basically, what that means is I live in the Piedmont Fitness Center app. Anything with Move, anything with Volt, anything with trying to log in to your member login is what I do to support you all. So today's topic is remote health and fitness coaching. What is it? This is something that we just launched at your center a couple of weeks ago. And I want to take this time to kind of really dive in on what it is and how it operates, and even show you how to use Volt later today. So, what remote health and fitness coaching is an accountability partner for your health and fitness goals. You get to work with someone who's going to give you more than just a fitness routine. Your coach is going to support you on your big picture why goals and break it down into daily action goals that you can do and keep you accountable through Volt. We use Volt a lot because that is where we'll be able to design your exercise routine that you will do on your own. This is how this is different than personal training. Personal training, you would go into the center, you would connect with your personal trainer right then and there, and you would go through the full workout routine together. They would make sure that you're being safe and, giving you those movement technique coaching and all of that jazz. Here, with remote health and fitness coaching, you'll exercise on your own with an exercise program that is designed just for you to make sure that you're being safe, it's customizable. The coach here will learn what's best for you, what moves to stay away from, and so on and so forth. It is 100% virtual that the coach will work with you. How this works is you can message your coach anytime in Volt chat, and they'll respond to you Monday through Friday within 24 hours. Or, and I should say, and you'll actually connect over Microsoft Teams like you did today to join in this webinar. You can call in, dial in, you can use your laptop, smartphone, tablet, but we'll really dive into that a little bit more with the Microsoft Teams aspect. Basically, your coach is here to help you go through motivation, make sure that you're using your strong assets to make your progress with your fitness and health goals. Going through the journey of change is super duper hard. So when you have those days where you aren't feeling 100%, message your coach and say, "Hey, coach, I know I wanted to exercise 5 days a week this week, but work has been really, really stressful. I would like to make a change to our plan. I'm going to aim for 3 days a week. Can you add in 2 days of a walking routine for you?" That is what the coach is there to do, is to help you with the ebbs and flows of motivation, because motivation isn't consistent. Developing healthy habits is what helps with that consistency. And they're there to give you tools to build those long lasting habits. There have been some members that have undergone remote coaching, and they've maintained it this entire time because they know they have someone checking in with them and keeping them accountable. So some examples that the coaches can really help you with in both fitness and in health. with your exercise routine, you'll get a full program with Volt. The coaches are here to support you with your exercise goals in various areas. These are just a couple of the ones that have been the most talked about in our service: weight loss, strength training, mobility, posture, recovery, cardio. We have different fitness levels. For example, we have a couple of folks who are just kind of building their foundation and getting back into movement. Their exercise routine could be a daily walk, or it could be a quick 15 to 30-minute workout. It really depends on what works for your lifestyle and your goals. I'll give you another specific example. We have a couple of members who aren't doing anything with fitness. They're signing up for coaching to get more accountability with their overall health. For example, eating habits. They're signing up for coaching to have accountability with their daily walks. That's what they wanted to do, just to get some movement in. But they're really connecting more with their eating habits because they're learning that they're stress eating and they need a coach to kind of help them provide some guidance on everything with mindful eating techniques. I want to dive in a little bit further about the eating habits. The coaches are not registered dietitians, meaning that you will not get a meal plan when you sign up for remote coaching. That is a registered dietitian's role, is to give you that specific meal plan. The coaches here are to support you with behavior change, such as mindful eating, healthy swaps, portion control. They're more than welcome to kind of help you find a couple of recipes overall, but you will not sign up for coaching and get this amount of chicken that you need to eat, this amount of rice, and so on and so forth. So if you're looking for a registered dietitian, please check with the Piedmont Health System and see who they have on site there. When it comes to your health goals, we're really looking at the overall health capacity. Anything when it comes to motivation, managing your stress, managing your sleep, your mindfulness of habits. An example of that one is maybe you get into this routine of when you come home, you are trying to get dinner cooked, but then you're aimlessly scrolling on Facebook all evening. And then next thing you know, it's 8 p.m. and dinner isn't finished, and you're just trying to throw something together. So you eat a bag of chips and a sandwich. That coach is going to be, here to help you with, maybe helping you with that specific situation, or maybe there's something else that you want to do to unwind after evening instead of be aimlessly scrolling on Facebook and social media. That is a perfect example of mindfulness of habits. It is truly custom programming to your lifestyle. I have never seen the same program ever from any of the coaches that we have here on staff. Oh, let's get to know these coaches. All of them are nationally certified with a NCCA accredited certification. Basically, what that means is they went through an agency that is nationally recognized for certification for their personal training. That's what that is. They all have a 4-year degree in a health related field. We have most of them are exercise science major. We do have a couple that are nutrition science focused, and then we do have one that is more of like hospitality performance focus. But all of them are equipped to help you with behavior change and accountability with these various topics that you see below on this slide: fitness, motivation, stress, sleep, setting realistic goals for you to achieve, and overall lifestyle habits. Well, let's start with coach number one. These coaches are presented in no particular order. They're just coaches that we wanted to highlight for you guys for your center. Megan Hummert graduated from the University of Illinois with her bachelor's degree in kinesiology. She is a certified strength and conditioning specialist through the National Strength and Conditioning Association. Basically, what you're going to get out of Megan is a very, very strong strength training program to where you're going to understand your functional movements. So, a functional strength coach is someone who programs exercises to your daily life. For example, a squat to a press, picking up the grandchild, pressing them up overhead. That would be a functional movement. She's also a nutrition coach through Precision Nutrition, and Megan really strives to build a strong relationship with her clients. Like she takes that time to get to know you, to meet you where you're at, make sure that you move and feel better, but also still being challenged without being overtrained. She encourages her clients to build sustainable lifelong habits by tackling one thing at a time and working to become 1% better each and every day. Mary here has her master's in health and kinesiology from the University of Texas with an emphasis in exercise science as well. She is a certified corrective exercise and mobility specialist and really enjoys working with older adults with her senior fitness specialist certification. What you're going to get with Mary is someone who is also going to build you a really, really strong exercise program, but can also help reduce your injuries, making sure that you have good posture with your mobility focus, and that you have that full overall well-rounded program. She's going to make sure that you have a solid warm up and a really gracious cool down to help you relieve those growing muscles. Her coaching philosophy revolves around fostering the healthy lifestyle changes too, so that way you can really see those long-term results and actually fall in love with your health journey. She'll be there with you through the highs and lows of developing healthy habits. Mary enjoys spending time with the family outdoors, and she is also fluent in Spanish. So if you're looking for a Spanish speaking coach, Mary would be a good one to match with. Daniel Dent is a Troy University graduate where he got his bachelor's degree in health and human service with an emphasis in recreation and sports programming. So if you are looking to really focus on going from a level one fitness level to an athlete, Daniel's going to be a great person to match with. He is a certified personal trainer and a nutrition coach as well. And he's going to help you build that foundation with your strength training program to get you to that next level athlete. Or if you're looking for something to help you or your kiddos with sports performance or marathon training, training for a walk like a 5K, Daniel's also a good fit for you as well. As you see here on the slide, he's certified as an integrative health practitioner. What that means is he is not a doctor. He is wonderful to bring your lab work to, something like high blood pressure, cholesterol, and so on and so forth. He can help you analyze that data and go, looking at your blood work here and looking at your goals, I think we should be doing this together. What do you think? That is what Daniel will do for you if that is something that you were interested in, is helping you see results outside of just a strength training program too. He has a passion for helping others, again, build that foundation and strength training, and he really takes that holistic approach for your overall wellness. So, recap: performance training, strength training, and he's also a diabetes educator too. Amanda here Graduated from the University of North Florida, where she received a bachelor's in health science, specializing in nutrition. So even though Amanda has a nutrition degree, she will not give you a meal plan. She is here to make sure that you have a well-rounded plate and proper portion control, meaning that, she's probably going to ask you, where do you feel like you are missing the mark when it comes to your eating habits? And she can kind of help you make some recommendations, focus on portion control, healthy swaps, and all of that. But she will not give you a meal plan. Again, that is a registered dietitian's rule. The cool thing with Amanda is she is a ACE certified personal trainer and a health coach. So same thing as the other coaches, she's going to give you a well-rounded program in both exercise and health. She has over 10 years of experience in the fitness industry and is always enthusiastic about helping others reach their health goals. Some cool things to know about like her coaching style and some of her favorite ways to make sure you're reaching your goals is she enjoys programming high intensity interval training, functional training, and really making sure that you're being accountable with those realistic goals that you guys are setting during your coaching calls. So those were a few examples of some of the coaches that we have on the team. If you feel like the something or someone is missing, I am always open for growth and feedback, and we're always recruiting on our team. So please, please, please let me know if there's something that you would like to see or be matched with. But how do you actually connect with your coach? A lot of our members really enjoy the Volt chat. The fact that you can send a message and within the next day, 24 hours, Monday through Friday, a coach is going to get back to you. You're matched to one coach. If you want to try another one, please let me know. But if you're messaging, let's say on a Saturday, so you send your message on a Saturday afternoon, the coach will get back to you by Monday afternoon. And just, make sure that you're supported and everything like that. They do typically have families and calls and exercise programming to do, so they will take care of you via message anytime. So outside of messaging, you'll connect with your coach through Microsoft Teams. Just like you did today for the webinar, you can dial in with your phone, or you can use the app or the web with Microsoft Teams. You're never going to exercise on camera with a coach. So no need to feel like you have to be prepped for a workout. The purpose of the call is to talk and check in. So your first call is an hour long for that reason, to make sure the coach understands your full world. What motivates you? What barriers are you facing? What are physical limitations, if any, do you have? What are some goals that you would like to focus on outside of exercise? Nutrition, stress, sleep, and so on and so forth. And you'll walk away with an action plan in that first hour call. That way you can go ahead and get going and started with your goals to get you where you want to be. After the call, it's up to you and the coach to establish your frequency of the check-in calls. Check-in calls are always 30 minutes long, same system, doing it through Microsoft Teams. We have members who do check-in call once a month. We have members who do check-in calls twice a month. We have other members that kind of schedule as needed. And that is the nice thing about this program is you can establish your frequency based off of your goals, availability, and the coaches as well. A lot of people enjoy the twice a month calls, especially in the beginning, just to kind of help build that momentum, get that ball rolling. After they've established healthy goals, they probably will change to once a month and make sure that they get that daily check-in via messaging if necessary with the Volt chat. I'll give you a specific example. We had a member who was doing really, really well. They only needed a call once a month. They knew what to do. They just needed somebody to check in with them via chat to make sure they were following through, and they did their exercise routine all of their own. They just wanted a call once a month to just kind of ramp it up and change it up a little bit. Well, life happens, and that person lost a loved one, and that once a month call went to twice a month. Because the coach and the member talked about it. They realized that that member was needing that extra support. So that is why we offer that flexibility with your coaching calls, because we get it. Life changes. We need to be able to adapt with those changes. Same thing with the calls. It's up to you and what you need. Oh, that's basically how you're going to connect with your coach and everything. So let's talk about Volt and how to use it and why we're using the Volt app for everything. 2 seconds here. All right, so right now you should be able to see my home screen. Apologies for all the notifications if anybody has notification anxiety. As you see there at the bottom, there's your Piedmont Fitness Center app. This is where all the fun is housed. If you don't have this app, download it. It is a great app to have, especially with keeping up with your group fitness classes, to also understand new services that are rolling out and even changes happening to the fitness center. Under More, Notifications, this is where they'll post if something closed or if there's a class change, as you see right here. This is a great tool to have just to make sure you're staying up to date with all of the happenings in the center. On the main page, you see the card. That is where you can set up your membership card. You don't even need the key tag anymore. You scan the app in to check in. A schedule, that is where you see your group fitness classes. Move, that is where you can take virtual fitness classes. Let's say traffic is terrible and you're just like, you know what? I don't feel like sitting in traffic. I really want to do a class though, but it's really hard for me to get to the fitness center tonight. Log into Move. You get it free with your center membership, just like you do with Volt. And you're able to just click on a video, watch the instructor, and follow along with it. Volt's a little different. Volt is where you get a program straight from day one. All Piedmont Fitness members can get a Volt exercise program. It is a program that kind of gets you started. We have a couple of machines and we have some body weight and some bands ones. But if you want upgrades and customizations to it, please reach out to the personal trainers and the fitness specialists at Piedmont, or sign up for remote coaching to get something even at that next level. So I clicked on the Volt tile. I already have the app downloaded, so you'll have to go through the steps on downloading the app. If you need support there, please let me know. I'm happy to walk you through it over the phone. Here is where you can see all of your days for the week. So I apologize that my day 1 and day 2 are done. I'm pretty active. But you can still click back through and see all the things that you need to do or did. At the top of the page here, it says week 1 hypertrophy training. If you want to learn more science, click on that. Basically, it tells you what you're doing for your focus of the week. It's talking about building lean muscle mass. So cool. That's what I want to do. And in this program, I actually connected with a coach and they wrote out specific activities for me to do every single day. Again, I have never, ever, ever seen the same program with a remote health and fitness coaching. So today I am to take a Zumba class. And then after my Zumba class, supposed to do my strength my strength workout. Okay, if I don't want to do it, I can always add an activity down here at the bottom. These are routines that you can add. For example, maybe I got behind and I wasn't able to catch the Zumba class today. Well, now I can go, you know what? I'm at the center, but I'm going to do a warm up. Now I can sit here and instead of having to message my coach and have them program a warm up for me, well, bam, right here, I can click on warm ups and I can do this quick hit warm up if I wanted to, or scroll down, find a couple ones that I want to do. I'm going to select the sprint prehab warm up. Why not? It gives you an overview right here of what you're doing and for how long for time. I can add it to the start of my day or at the end. Warm-ups are good to add to start. So voila. Now I have this specific warm-up that I can do. If you want, this big orange button where it says start session, it will automatically go through your full routine. The warm-up and then the Zumba class and then the workout for strength training there at the bottom. If you want to break it up, you can. You just click on the arrow here and then hit start. You can also get a preview of your workout as well right here by scrolling to the right side of the movements. I'm getting lots of good feedback that the members like this view right here. So now that I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna hit start workout. The video plays on a loop, which is so nice. There's no audio, there's no coaching cues that I have to listen for. I see it, I do it. Under info, if you really want to learn how to execute the movement, this is where you can see those coaching cues and a detailed step-by-step instructions. This is where you can also swap your exercise if you want to after really doing a deep dive. Anytime you see those two squares at the top right of the screen pointing to each other, that's what that is where you can click on that and it's going to give you the option to replace the movement. There are 5,200 exercises in the Volt library, and we are growing them daily as we speak. So if there's something that you feel like is missing, please let us know. If there's a move that your coach programs for you and you need modifications for, your coach will leave an exercise note on those specific modifications. So here it's going to give me a list of 6 exercises that are similar with muscle groups and movement. Let's say for whatever reason, I go, not feeling that one. I want to do something explosive, or maybe I want to do a core movement. You can click on the categories and pick which one that you want. Bodyweight dead bug sounds good. You get to see a preview of the movement. You get to see the coaching cues and the instructions. Choose this movement. This week, block forever. When it says block, typically a block is within a 3-month period, meaning in the next 3 months, you will never see bodyweight lateral lunge. You will only see bodyweight dead bug. Forever is, well, forever. You're never going to see bodyweight lateral lunge ever, never again. So that would be a good conversation to have with your coach. You can always override the reps that are set for this exercise. So as you see here, it says 8 to 15. I can sit here and go, I did 30. Hit done. And it takes you to the next movement. The orange timer is counting down. That is my rest. Please rest. If you're really feeling like you're ready to go, hit the X and then do your 10 reps. I am going to skip ahead and find there we go. This is what I wanted to show you today. You can have this turned off. meaning that if you don't want the Volt AI to calibrate what weight you should be using for your next set, depending on how hard you rank the exercise, please tell your coach. They will be able to turn it off for you. The first time you see a lifting move, it's going to ask you, enter in a weight that you're comfortable with doing. And then the AI is going to give you the right weight in later sets. So here it's a dumbbell split squat. So the dumbbells that I have is 10 pounds. And same thing, maybe I did 15 reps each side. I'm gonna hit done. It's gonna ask me, how hard was it? I've learned overall, it does depend on the move, your history, and what weights you're using over a course of a period and how the program is designed. Typically between 6 to 8 is like that good magic number of keeping things the same. But we're here to develop changes and get stronger and get healthier. So I've learned with this AI, anything under a 7, it's going to increase weights and or reps. From that 10 to 7 range, it is either going to decrease weights or reps. Just note that if you're saying a 5-pound dumbbell is really, really hard on a 10, it will not go below the 5 because that's the lowest number in Volt's system. So just kind of be mindful of that as well. So here, I'm actually going to say that was super easy. So I'm going to say a 5. It's going to go ding, ding. Great job on your first set. We're learning about you. I'm going to skip this exercise and go on to the next one. Notice that it increased the weight, but it kept my reps at 6. So same thing, I can always override it and go, I'm going to go 20 pounds for 15 reps. I cannot type today, guys. 15 reps. Same thing, hit done. And so on and so forth. You can always skip this at the top right. There's a skip button. But that's essentially how you can navigate your workout as you're doing the workout. Top left here is where you hit finish and you can get your workout summary there and an overall of what you did for your program. These 3 little dots here. If for some reason you want to switch from US measurements to the metric system, go for it. That's how you do that. The top right here is a little chat bubble. This is super duper handy, especially if you're right in the middle of a workout and maybe you had to stop because you tried this move and all of a sudden you heard a pop in your knee. Obviously, replace the movement. I wouldn't do it again. But then maybe you want to tell your coach that. You can send that message right then and there saying, hey, I replaced this move because my knee popped during the ball curl. Let's talk about that in our next call. Or after you finish your workout, you can tell that feedback right then and here. You can say that was really, really hard. You liked it. And your note could be, can we swap the stability ball curl because it didn't feel good on my knees? Or that was a really hard workout. Keep them coming, coach. The more feedback and communication that you give to your coach, the better that they can support you overall with your goals. For today, I'll skip it. And voila. It tells me in a 5-minute period, I only did 10% of my workout. Feeling lazy today. That's okay. Tells me how many calories that I burned. So 32 calories in 5 minutes. Ooh. Tells me what was my focus for the day. So it's a really good overall summary. Right here in the details, it will share with you what specifically that you did and how hard you rated the exercise if you ranked them. So down here, the RPE of 5 right there. If you skip things, if you swapped it, it'll be orange. So it's really good feedback to have for, your current goals into your future ones. The three dots at the top of this page right here lets you resume it. Obviously, I didn't finish, so I could go back. Or I can reset. Maybe I didn't have my caffeine and I just wasn't feeling it. So I'm going to do a restart tomorrow. That's okay. Or you can share your workout activity as well. You can share it via text, email, social media. Shoot, you can even put it right here in a OneNote, your phone's notes. I mean, there's just so many things that you can do to share this if you need it. And that's really it as far as the main page here. We've already talked about the chat bubble at the top right. We talked about the main screen here. So now I want to show you the left side of the screen here with the three little bars. That's kind of your navigation page. And this is where you can find more things to do within the Volt app. So right now I'm on the My Training page. So maybe I want to log another activity. Like I said, I didn't get the Zumba class and I added that warm up, but I just didn't feel like doing it. So maybe I went for a walk. You can log that here. The more feedback again you give to your coach, the better they can help you. So right here, big orange plus button, log. You have over 50 activities to choose from. So find one that best fits for you. So in my specific example, I said I went for a walk. I can say how long that walk was. I went for a full hour. It was okay, somewhat hard. You don't have to rank the exercises if you don't want to. Say that you did it today. Leave a note here. Sorry, coach. Things got really busy, but I went for a walk. I wanted to do something. Or maybe I have members that leave me notes on what they saw on their walk. I saw a puppy today. How cute. It made me feel good. Seriously, leave anything and everything that you want to your coach. Hit save. And now you logged your walk. Over here, back on that navigation page, there's also the resource hub. I love this section because you get all kinds of various content here of more stretching routines, as you see with this hip mobility right here. You also get some content with nutrition, mind, and body. Nutrition's a really good one, especially this one, the smart snacking. I have a lot of members give me good feedback on this one. If you notice, it's a video because it has a circle and a play icon there. Whereas this one is an article because it has the lines on the page. So just note of that if you're in public and trying to learn about nutrition. So check this content out. It's really, really good stuff. And then the last part of the app I wanted to show you today is the settings, changing stuff. So this is where you would turn on your notifications. This is where you would sync it with Apple Health, or if you have an Android device, you would sync it with the Health app there. Here, this is where you can also change your information, your height and your weight and everything there. I did want to highlight this edit equipment button. We highly recommend leaving everything turned on so that way you get the accurate coaching program that your coach is designing. However, if you are traveling and you don't have, let's say, kettlebells, for example, if you turn that off, it will not show you any exercise swaps using kettlebells. So just note you're kind of limiting yourself when you turn these off. We would rather have you have everything turned on, but then just tell your coach, hey, I'm traveling. I just need a couple of exercises swapped out. These are the equipment that I have available. Can you switch my programming? Totally can do so, especially with a good day's notice. Give us a few days. That way we can make sure it's customized right before your trip. And that's really it with the Volt app. So last thing I wanted to do for you guys today is just kind of recap everything. So we talked about how to use Volt. We talked about what the service actually is. So you get an accountability partner. You saw in that specific example, I had a full customized routine of taking a Zumba class. I could log a walk. Other days that I had earlier this week was a day to focus on drinking water. And the day beforehand, I was supposed to do a meditation practice. You can really get so specific with your health and fitness goals. It's not even funny with your coach. And they're there to make sure that you're accountable and have that motivation and support with the chat and the calls. We focus on so many different areas. I can't list them all, but these are probably the most popular topics that I'm hearing from the coaches and the members, what they're working on. Weight loss, strength training, mobility, improvement with sleep, being mindful of their energy and their stress levels, developing healthy eating habits. They're not even craving that junk food anymore. They're reaching more for the fruit and the veggies and just so much more. There's some folks that here don't even want an exercise plan. Like I shared earlier, they just say they're going to go for a daily walk and they connect with their coach specifically on how to develop healthy eating habits. So, what's the cost? It's $79 a month in addition to your center membership, meaning that when your center membership dues are pulled out on the 5th of the month and you have remote coaching, you will technically have two memberships at the Piedmont Wellness Center. One for the center access and the other for your coach. That is everything that I have for you today. I don't see anything in the chat, but please go ahead and drop your questions in the chat if you have anything. I'm also going to give you the power to unmute if you want to do that. And I am here for you for your questions. If no questions, no need to stick around. Really appreciate your time, but I'll be here in the next 15 minutes for you. All right. Thank y'all.
Thanks. Bye.